Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, the ground game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Tucker. Makes the grab on the left. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Mustangs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield, it's Tucker. Rushes on him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. It's on target and complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Lopez. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out.
Got some room to run. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. NC State quick to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Looking to throw, it's Tucker. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Tucker. That one comes out hot down the right side.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back open in the middle. Turning it on! They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Trying the left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
After the run, now to throw. Got his man quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Tucker. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Spillman. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Tucker. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it to the back. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Inside the 30. Down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give them some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, NC State.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Tucker. Looking left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moncrief. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
NC State going up tempo. Got room to work.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, NC State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Tucker. Snagged out of the air. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. Snags it up the 30, still running. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Moncrief. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Got the first down and more. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Now the pitch. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Spillman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And the defense makes defensive play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Tucker. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Oh, what a cut! He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Might be looking to run. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet.
Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
SMU 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Spillman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game.
He's got it on the outside. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again with that last catch. That's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. State has it back in the offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. The give and tick, 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 tick. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. The inside handoff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Tucker. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive.
And it's picked return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of